Good evening. This is Todd Bradley, principal at Craven Early College High School. Today we want to provide some grading guidance for high school and college grades during the COVID-19 pandemic for 2020. Our vision is college, career, and life ready each and every day. Some key pieces that we'll be talking about today is looking at high school promotion and retention requirements, grade point average, and also look at the grading guidance for grades 9, 10, and 11, our seniors, and also the grading guidance for our college courses. High school promotion and retention is our first slide. And as a ninth grader, current ninth grader, for promotion to the sophomore class, you must have a successful completion of at least 6 credits, including English 1. Current 10th graders, for promotion to the junior class, must be successful in completing at least 13 credits, including English 1 and English 2. Current 11th graders, to be promoted to the 12th grade, you must have successful completion of at least 18 credits, including English 1, 2, and 3. End of year grading for high school. Question is, why did the NC State Board of Education create this grading policy? State leaders believe it is important that grading policies positively impacts as many students as possible, validate the efforts of students and also those supporting remote learning, and address issues of equity and excellence. It is the intention of the policy to ensure no students receive a failing grade and that students' grades as of March 13th serve as a minimum or hold harmless point. Frequently asked questions: will my child receive final grades for this school year? Current 9th, 10th, and 11th graders will choose how each final course grade will appear on their transcript for their currently enrolled courses, year-long and semester courses. Parents and guardians will be part of the process through decision letters that will be sent home via regular mail and electronically the week of May 11th. We may have to adjust that based on when the college grades are finalized. The teacher, principal, staff will follow up with a verification call after we receive your forms back to us. The students and parents and guardians will have the option of setting up a conference if they feel the need. Transitioning into the decision flow chart to help your child and yourself make this decision, they will have 2 options. Would like to give visual credit to Miss Wendy Pillars for putting this decision-making matrix together. Option 1, the student will report a numeric grade, their highest grade representing either their learning as of March 13th or as improved through the semester as remote learning continued. Students will receive course credit. The numeric grade and quality points for each course will be used to calculate GPA. Option 2 for grades 9, 10, and 11, report a PC-19 or WC-19. Students opting to receive a PC-19 will receive course credit. WC-19 receives no course credit, but students could take advantage of a future credit recovery or repeating a course for credit. Students would take an online North Carolina virtual public high school course this summer if choosing WC-19. Just to highlight grade point average before we move forward, spring 2020 courses. Students will determine how each final course grade will appear on the transcript at the end of the semester, after advising from the teacher in school and also in consultation with the parent and guardian. When students choose to report numeric grades as a final grade on the transcript, the numeric grade will be calculated into the cumulative GPA, following guidelines in the State Board of Education policy, GRAD 009. When students choose to report a PC-19 or WC-19 as a final grade on the transcript, there is no GPA impact when using these grades. When students in a year-long course choose a PC-19 or a WC-19 for the spring portion of the course, the fall term grade will be counted into the GPA. Clear directions for Power School will come later. Just to review and also cover how GPA is calculated and how many points there are for each grade, for grades 9 through 11, also for our grades 12 and 13 who are solely on the college side. Quality points for non-honors courses such as career and technology education. If a student receives an A in that course, they get 4 quality points. Quality points for honors courses, which is basically 95% of our courses at CEC. You get an additional 0.5 quality point. So if you earn an A, you get 4.5 points. Quality points for college courses. If you earned an A in a Craven Community College course, you get an additional 1.0 quality points. So if you earn an A, you get 5.0 points. Looking at graduating seniors with the decision flow chart on the college side. Seniors graduating in 2020, if they pass a Craven Community College course, they earn a PC-19, just like all other graduating seniors. Graduating seniors will receive the appropriate grade on their college transcript. If a graduating senior is unable to complete a college course, the high school will give the student a grade of pass using PC-19 based on the progress as of March 13th for graduation requirements and courses. If the community college course is not needed to satisfy a graduation requirement, the student will be given a grade of withdrawal, WC-19. Students in grades 9, 10, 11, and 12, when students choose to report a PC-19 or WC-19 as the final grade on the transcript, there is no GPA impact when using these grades. Students will not receive a failing grade. Local education agencies will advise the use of WC-19 for any student who is failing as of March 13th and was unable to improve through remote learning opportunities. A final grade of PC-19 does award a full unit of credit for a high school course. A grade of WC-19 does not equate to a failing course grade, but indicates the lack of evidence of mastery of standards addressed in a particular course, and that the school is unable to award a unit of credit. Our timeline as we move forward for high school and college grade decisions. Once we get all the grades finalized on the high school and college side, we will put that into PowerSchool. We will print out a report, hard copy, and send that to you electronically in email. So this weekend, Saturday, May 9th and Sunday, May 10th, grades have been updated. They are not finalized because we are continuing teaching and learning until May 21st. So these grades are not finalized. I had our teachers update these up to the real time as much as possible, so you can look at that information, make an informed decision as we send those forms to you. So Monday, May 11th through Thursday, May 21st, remote learning and teaching continues. The week of May 11th, high school and college grade decision forms will be sent via email and regular mail to students and parents and guardians. So take a look at the grades this weekend. Look at the quarter 3. Look at the quarter 4. Talk with your parents. Make a decision. We will send you a form that you can write in what your decision is. You will send that back to us. We're in the process of pulling those forms together and putting your grades down. So the grades are not finalized. They'll be finalized at the end of the year. Monday and Tuesday, May 18th and May 19th, high school and college grade decision forms sent back to the school. So you guys will send that back to us, and we may have to flex this date and push it back a little bit further depending on when we put all the grades in. Craven Community College finalizes grades on May 13th, and Craven Early College inputs these grades into PowerSchool so after we receive those from the college. Pretty time intensive, but we will turn this around as quickly as possible. May 20th through May 26th, verification phone calls made by teachers, staff, and principal to students and parents. You do have the option to request a follow-up phone call or Zoom conference with teacher or teachers and principal and counselor if there are any questions about high school grades. Optional for request a follow-up phone call or Zoom conference. On the college side, if there's a college question, our point of contact is Miss Allison Edwards. She's our college partnership and readiness coordinator. Also, I'll be a point of contact to assist and also our counselor if there are questions about college grades. Parents and guardians cannot reach out to college faculty and inquire about grades. Thanks for your amazing efforts during this remote learning experience. Continue learning and finish the school year strong. Thanks for all that you do.